More now on the tit-for-tat tariffs between the United States and China. Officials in Hong Kong are pushing back against the new U.S. tariffs. They say they'll file a complaint with the World Trade Organization. Hong Kong had previously seen fewer trade restrictions than mainland China. And we get the details on all of this dispute from Yenna Lee in Beijing.
Hong Kong's number 2, Eric Chan, has come out with some strong wording against Washington's 10% duty on the city, saying, I quote, "This is absolutely inconsistent with the WTO rules. Of course, they have totally disregarded Hong Kong as a separate customs territory," end quote. Hong Kong is a part of China, but it does have a separate customs territory, meaning there are different tax rules in place, and even for people traveling to and from the mainland to the city, there are immigration checks. The tax and customs system that is different from the mainland is one of the ways Hong Kong had managed to attract foreign investment and businesses for decades. But as rights eroded there, you'll remember, of course, the crackdown against the pro-democracy protests a few years back. Well, Washington stripped the city of its special status under U.S. law. So indeed, when it comes to tariffs on China, there's no special exemption anymore for Hong Kong in the eyes of the U.S. Eric Chan says he'll make a complaint with the WTO, but there's likely not going to be any real consequences. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's tariffs on steel and aluminum, whilst China is not a top exporter of these products to the US, the fact is cheap Chinese goods have been flooding the international market for years. So China could feel some indirect consequences from this. But if Chinese state-subsidized companies are what Washington wants to tackle, it's not with this particular duty that the Trump team will get anywhere, as of course it's the Canadian companies who export the lion's share of steel and aluminum to the US who will be taking a hit.
Yenna Lee reporting from Beijing this morning.